All right, movie I'm going to talk about this time is Crazy Stupid Love. She's kind of, I don't know how much of a hit it was, but it seemed like it was a hit over the summer. Romantic comedy starring Steve Carell, but pretty all star cast. Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore. Is that her name? Julianne Moore? I don't know. Emma Stone, Marissa Tomei, Kevin Bacon. Pretty all star cast there. I don't know if this is the official cover art. I got this from Blockbuster, and sometimes they have this really cheap, like generic cover art. Check out the back of this box. You want to know what it's about? Ooh. Anyways, I'll tell you what it's about. Steve Carell, he plays a guy named Cal Weaver, who is married to Julianne Moore, and she tells him that she wants a divorce. So he obliges, and well, they don't get a divorce right away, but they separate, and he moves out, and he ends up drinking more and going to a bar by him, and he runs into Ryan Gosling's character, who is this total womanizer, and Ryan Gosling kind of, reintroduces Steve Carell to the single life and tries to give him his manhood back, and basically teach him how to pick up ladies, and that stuff's a lot of fun, but Ryan Gosling is a lot of fun in this. Steve Carell's very good. This kind of continues this tradition I have where I am never excited about Steve Carell movies, but I almost always like them, if not love them. Date Night, perfect example. I think I talked about that on here. I wasn't looking forward to that. I loved it. Little Miss Sunshine, I think that should have won Best Picture that year instead of The Departed. I think The Departed is wildly overrated. This one, I don't think it's going to be winning any Oscars or anything. I just think it's a good romantic comedy rom com that is. I think it's above average. It's better than most of them that you're gonna get. Um, it's the movie is very often very implausible, but it's always likable. The characters are likable, and it's fun. I mean, that's about the most you could ask for from this type of movie. And here it's it has a really good cast, which makes it even more fun. Um, but yeah, there's so many things. Like I didn't buy Steve Carell being married to Julianne Moore. I just feel like she's kind of out of his league if he's just like this guy that works in an office. Maybe that's just me because I have a thing for Julianne Moore. Like just so many things. Like the bar that he goes to, it doesn't feel like a bar from reality. It's like in between like a dive bar and like a hip club or something. It's like weird. And that, or if it is like a dive bar, what is this Ryan Gosling dude who's like dressed all sharp and picking up ladies doing there? I don't know. Is it a dive bar? Isn't it? I don't know if you've seen the movie. Like, what is your take on that bar? It just seems weird. It's not like the bars I know. Most bars I know, they're dive bars, sports bars, or bars I would never go to, like these bars downtown with a bunch of hot chicks dancing and stuff. And this is just like this bar is like somewhere in the middle of all of those. Just a lot of things like that. But then there's way bigger things like that just this movie has some big twists that it throws at you that would only happen in the movies. I know they say like life is stranger than fiction, and it is, but the twists that happen here, you would never ever like. It would never happen in real life. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But I will say that the twist leads to a very fun, crazy scene. Just a lot of fun. And I don't know, I just enjoyed the hour and a half or whatever I spent. I mean, I would look at the time on this, but the hour and a half or hour 40 minutes, whatever I spent with the characters, I had a good time with them. I liked, you know, Steve Carell trying to learn how to be a ladies' man again. Um, I liked Marissa Tomei as this one chick he picks up. I liked Kevin Bacon in it, who's had some really odd roles this year, but he plays this guy who Julianne Moore, Steve Carell's wife, this guy at the office that she screwed. I really enjoyed Ryan Gosling in it. he just he nails the role. Totally believable as like this guy's just say to the ladies, hey, how about we get out of here? And he just takes them home and bangs them. Sharp dialogue through a lot of it. Fun conversations that the characters have. Just like Steve Carell at one point, like he's trying to talk to some chick and he references some old TV show. I wish I could remember the name of it because it would help me explain it better. And she's like, "What?" And Ryan Gosling walks up. He's like, "You talking about that show again? What did I tell you about talking about that?" And he just like will slap Steve Carell in the face all the time. He takes him out to like make him over, buy him new wardrobe and shit. Um, Look, fun characters. Ryan Gosling is a lot of fun. I think Ryan Gosling almost steals the show at a couple of points. There's a part with him where he goes home with a girl that I found really sweet and really like rounded out his character and gave his character some depth. Um, I don't want to spoil it. I'll just say I think that scene and it's like you think it's near the end, but there's like another like 25 minutes. But that scene to me is like when I like it really kind of won me over. Besides the main plot, you have lots of other plots of people being crazy, stupid in love, and um, you have Ryan Gosling, who is a total womanizer, but he's saw Emma Stone at one point, and he really liked her, and I don't blame him. She is beautiful. Um, and then you have her character, who's like going to law school, and she's stuck in this relationship with this guy that who's a douchebag. Not even a douchebag. He just doesn't appreciate her, and he's probably not in her league. And then you have this fun other subplot that got more developed than I thought it would, where Steve Carell's son is in love with his babysitter, who's like, he's like 13, she's like 15, 16 or something, But that's a big age difference at that time. So it's completely, there's no way you would ever get this girl. And he's like this short, little, pudgy, little, like, he looks like he's 12 or 13, like he is, and she looks like she's a junior or something in high school. It's a lot of fun, I thought. And then the babysitter, is in love with Steve Carell, and she thinks that Julianne Moore is a bitch for kicking him out and wanting a divorce. Like she's like she says over and over, he's the best dad I ever babysit for. Like she's got to be crazy to want to divorce him. So you have all those kind of love plots swirling around. Steve Carell is the main one, but I really enjoyed all. I thought the girl liking Steve Carell was a little goofy, but it wasn't. It didn't take away from the movie, and it wasn't as big a part of the movie as the other love stories. And it plays into the other love stories in a fun way. Like there's a scene near the end, like this confrontation that is just complete insanity, and like I said, it would never happen in real life, but it's so fun. Um, what can I say? I mean, I liked it. I was surprised. I liked it quite a bit. Um, what else could I say about it? I think that pretty much covers it. I mean, you got an idea what it's about. It's fun. It's sharply written. Like I said, completely implausible and unbelievable throughout most of it. But you're gonna see some good performances, some good dialogue, some funny lines, good characters, good cast. So that's it. I mean, I know there's something more I wanted to say, but I forgot. So, anyways, um, oh, and you do get to learn a sweet move for picking up ladies. Let's just say Dirty Dancing can get you laid. You just gotta get in shape a little bit and make sure the girl you're dating is not like 400 pounds. But sweet move. I think it would work. It also has this awesome song in it. This awesome oldie song. It was like Just One Look, I think it's called, by Doris Troy. I don't know, some song from the 60s, which if you like your oldies, you'll recognize it. It's a good kind of hidden gem oldie where they even mention the movie, like, you never hear this song. This song is awesome. Anyways, that's enough about it. I liked it. I enjoyed it. If you're a fan of romantic comedies, which I think most people are, even if they don't want to admit it. Like, I'll admit I enjoy them sometimes. I mean, when they're done well, they're good, fun movies, and I think that's what I think. Crazy Stupid Love lives up to that, and it's got a nice pedigree on it. Good cast. The writers, I know one of the writers like did the Cars movies, which is really odd, and then he goes on to do this. But I thought he did a good job. Or the writers and the, it's like I think two writers and two directors, but they pulled it off. I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. Definitely worth a rental for sure. Not gonna make my top 10 list. Not gonna be winning any awards, but not every movie has to do that. So that's my thoughts. Who knows what I'll be talking about next time? But thanks for watching. Check out like 10 minutes before this, I posted a book discussion of this book, A Thousand Cuts by Simon Lelik. So if you like books, check it out, yo. Later, guys.